What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Everyday Hustle Show. Our goal here is to provide value to the listener and help you become the absolute best version of yourself. We really appreciate you taking the time to listen to the podcast, and there's absolutely no charge, and we have no advertisements or sponsors. All that we ask is that you share the hustle with a friend so we can all grow together.
You see another man naked?
Welcome to another episode of the Everyday Hustle Show. Ooh, got the lights on out here.
Sometimes I think about waking up in a sea of people just butt naked. You know, I have dreams like that, and I'm not ashamed.
It's nothing to be ashamed of.
Because I got a big fucking.
The big one.
I mean, there's nothing to be ashamed about, is what I'm really trying to say. You know, like some people, they might be ashamed because, you know, they're not a shower, they're more of a grower, or they don't grow at all.
Yo, we're at Andrew's house again in the backyard.
I grow.
Freaking chilling.
I got the whole deal, the whole package.
We wanted to switch up from Jesse's spot, so now we're out back.
You didn't want to switch up anything. You just.
Drew's over here taking shots.
Drew's, what do they call that? What was Arnold in that movie? Sexual. Drew's very sexual. No, it's fucking daycare. Dad, Drew's
Daddy daycare?
He's an only dad tonight. That's why we came here, you know? We had to.
Throwing it back to the porch. Yeah, Jen's in Key West for a bachelorette party.
What?
I said, y'all gonna go to the strip club? They said, no, we're going to the drag show. I guess that's what women do.
There's a lot of drag shit in Key West. It's kind of fucking weird.
It's fucking really
more
weird.
power to the drags out there.
Yeah. It's super
no hate,
weird.
but for me, I don't think I'd want to go to a drag show, you know?
I mean, you're a man, so I would hope you.
Some people do that,
It's
dude.
men dressed as women.
I know what a drag show is. I seen on TV, though, the other day, there was some reality show where like a bunch of straight people went to a drag show. It was kind of weird.
They had a good time. I mean, if you're drinking and stuff, I guess.
I don't know. It's not my scene. I'd rather wake up and
Testing
see
out
people
the new
butt naked.
Testing out the new Aperture 120D. The smoke's kind of billowing off this 36-inch softbox, which is like amazing if you know anything about lighting. That's a big softbox. It's creating some really soft lighting out here.
It's pretty hard.
The lighting?
Hard.
Oh, it's hard like it's tough.
No, it's hard lighting.
No, it's soft.
No, it's hard.
If I took the box off, it would be hard.
Nah, I'd like to say it's hard light.
See, it's basically this. See this big white thing over here? It's diffusing the light.
The bugs are really into it.
Yeah.
Fuckers.
It's cool because it's remote controlled, so I can just turn it off like this. Hold on.
Go ahead, do it. I just put new soft lights on my TV.
How's the 75-incher?
It's sick.
I feel like that's how you know, like, you're doing all right, you know? If you got a TV, like, above, like, a 32.
Well,
like,
I don't know, though, because they sell 65s now for, like, $475.
No, I mean, if you got a TV like that, you're good.
If you got, like, a QLED or above a 65.
Christian said you can't hear him because we got
cash.
Basic 2 mic setup tonight. Christian said, what about credit cards? And
pay cash for TV.
Yeah, we pay cash out here. Christian's back on that debt train. Choo choo. I've been going strong. The only credit card I've been using is the businesses, and that one's going to shut down real soon, so I ain't worried about that.
I haven't racked up any more debt.
That's always good.
Just slowly trying to. Yeah.
Welcome to the 98th recorded episode.
I was trying to see how long we could just be silent.
Hey, you know, like, it's like in meetings, like whoever is like, oh, the silence is just killing me. It's like, are you that unsure of yourself that you can't just sit for like 30 seconds with someone not saying something, I could sit here probably with you guys for at least 40 minutes. Like, just, these mics smell like Jesse's house. They smell really good. Your wife is a good wife, dude.
She loves to clean, dude. She really does. She's
Your house
OCD
is
a little
frickin-
bit.
Your house is freaking impeccable.
When her mom was asking me what to get her for Christmas.
Lysol wipes?
No, but her mom was like, I'm going to get her a Roomba. And I was like, I want to say no. And she's like, what? I'm like, Helena likes to manually sweep every day.
Manually.
She would not like it if she came home and it was already done for her. I know her. And then I was like, wait a minute. I mean, that is kind of a weird thing. So I'm like, let me just, after Christmas, I was like, let me just make sure I made the right decision there. She was like, yeah, no. I like to sweep.
I like to sweep. Who the heck likes to freaking sweep?
Dude,
I like, you know what though? I do like the process of cleaning. I just don't like I just don't ever get to it. You know, it's like the idea of it sucks, but when I'm actually doing it, then it's like seeing
the finished result.
Yeah, seeing like the finished result and the clutter going away. I like that part, but
yeah.
it's just like anything else, like gym or eating good. It's like I like it when I'm there, but to get there, it's like fuck. It just seems so like so much work. Yeah, this microphone does smell good. It smells like the whatever that you guys have like an oat, but it's like you guys have like probably 3 or 4 of those little wall plug-ins, right?
Yep, we got plugs.
That's what it is. I need to probably do that. We have candles, but that's like to light that every single time. But how often do you guys go through those things?
I don't know.
You don't handle that inventory?
I did not keep inventory on the Glade plugins.
Yo, how was your week this week, Jess?
My week?
Yeah. Since last week.
Personally or professionally?
Both.
Like, say my personal life is at a 9.9.
Damn.
My professional life is at a 7.
Is that a 7? That's not bad.
Not bad.
Now, hard 7 or soft 7?
It's a soft 7.
A soft 7.
No, it's not bad. I've been just getting a little frustrated at work. Shit that's not really, it's not anyone's fault. It's just certain things, and I guess the biggest thing is there's things that I can't really control.
Mm-hmm.
That, like, with, I don't know how to really explain it, but with customer relations, obviously there's certain accounts and customers that you have to treat differently than others, because they're big accounts or customers, and where I normally would have some control with them, I really don't. And then when stuff happens with them, with their schedules and stuff, it's just frustrating, because I think the consensus is from most of the people in the companies that I should have control. And then I get questioned, when shit's fucked up. But sometimes it's like, I'm like, I don't have as much control as everyone thinks I have. I got like certain guidelines that I have to follow, and I'm doing my shit right, but shit just gets fucked up. And then sometimes it's frustrating at work. You feel like, and it's not even just me, it's like my employees, they go through a lot of shit. And, 99% of the time they do an awesome fucking job. But it just seems like that shit goes unnoticed. Mm. And then the only thing anyone, talks about or remembers is, like, the fuck-ups and the bad shit.
Of course, man.
Which
corporate.
I guess is with a lot of stuff, but it's like, it's just kind of frustrating. It's like, I feel like certain people get reputation that's not necessarily deserved, and for like one thing out of fucking 10 that's happened, and then all the fucking good deeds go slide right under the rug.
Yeah, man, that's gotta be tough, dude. I don't think I could ever do a corporate, being a corporate. I can't even say it. Corporate. I mean,
setting. But I'm not trashing my job. I got a pretty good
corporate
gig. I like the people I work with. It's been tough. I don't know, for some reason this week's been just mentally fucking me up, draining me, dog. You know?
It can be
just
tough.
can't wait till 5 o'clock rolls around. I can go home and stare into my brown goddess's eyeballs.
That's a great topic. I mean, let's riff on it, you know? I mean, what do you do when life gets you mentally exhausted?
It's not life, it's just work. As soon as I leave work,
you gotta understand, bro.
I flip the switch, dude, and
Dude,
I fucking love my life as soon as I'm out of there.
Listen, well, no, you don't then.
No, I do.
Because your life is comprised of two things mainly. You spend your life in two places, at home and at work. 40 hours at work, roughly, and the other, you know, however many hours are at home, and then, of course, the majority of them are sleeping. So, at those two spots, you got to be happy. But anyway, that's a different topic. The topic is tonight is how do you recharge when you're mentally drained, when you're down, when you feel like you got nothing in that tank.
Fucking rub
This
one
mic
out.
smells so good. You rub one out?
No, I don't do that anymore.
Yes, you do.
I don't need to.
Well, I mean, sexual activity could be one way to recharge your batteries. I mean, we're all grown here, right? I'm sure there's no adolescents or teenagers listening to this podcast. I don't even know if anyone's listening to the podcast. Christian said we got a lot.
Honestly, as much as I hate how far I have to drive to work, it's just a long drive home listening to Howard Stern. By the time I'm home, I'm not thinking about that shit till I have to be there the next day. I'm good at just shutting it off, you know?
Yeah.
That's all I fucking
Honestly, like I like to take sometimes
It's a necessary evil.
I like to take a day just to like do nothing. I like to just lay in bed, you know? And just watch movies and just chill. Because like on the weekends, if you work Monday to Friday, on the weekends you're always like, oh, like what am I going to do to enjoy myself? But sometimes when you feel like that, you just really need a day to just do nothing. When's the last time you did that? This mic smells so good.
Sunday. Probably Sunday.
Yeah? Maybe we need another one. Double down. I like to exercise. Jesse, you got that Planet Fitness membership. How many times you checked in this year?
I haven't gone this year at all.
Chris, what do you do?
Time thing, dude. Like I literally.
here we go.
No, it is. It is. I am planning on getting back in there, but it's like I literally, if I go to the gym after work, like till I do that, if I come home, get changed right away, go to the gym, and then come home and shower, like I'm not stepping out of that shower till like 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. And then I have to fucking get up at like 5 to 5:30 the next morning. You know, it's just like that whole day is just like
You're like their favorite
comprised.
customer.
I like to spend time with my wife
Oh, my wife.
and my dogs, you know?
Yeah, my situation is a little
that.
bit different. Like, because Kelly's in school right now, so she studies a lot, right? So, and this is kind of how I've always been. Like, so I get drained. Like, what I do obviously is AC work, but it's not too much mental. It's more physical. So, I don't have to really deal with like too many attitudes or too many like every once in a while, but it's not really like that big of a scale like Jesse's. And obviously that's like different responsibilities and, you know, a whole different scenario, but yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't really have like basically when I come home, I'll just work on either the clothing brand or this event that's coming up, you know, in March. And so that's kind of like I'll literally get home and I'll like work on that, like graphics or fucking try to improve the website or try to improve like, you know, work on another, you know, more content, another post or something, or which I guess it can be debated on like if this is like, you know, whatever, like taking time for yourself. But if I'm not creating anything, then I'm playing FIFA. So, but that's still like, I thought about it the other day. That's still kind of like I can literally play like 6 games back to back to back. Like that's like 3 hours, but it's still like super stimulating for me. Like it's like I progress in the game, and I get, because you get money after each win and all this stuff, and you unlock different things. So I don't know if it's really taking a break, because it's like I'm still like super in.
Definitely is taking a break from reality, dude.
Yeah, but I'm still like really stimulated. I'm still really involved in the game, and I'm like yelling if I'm like, not yelling, but I'm like, Kelly can attest, I'm like, making like noises like, fuck, come on, when when they score or some shit. Yeah. So I'm like, I'm still super involved, and I'm still super stimulated. So I don't know if even on the weekends, like if I'll do like interior painting, I got a job coming up, and so I don't know. I mean, I would definitely like to, but I think in order for me to really take a break, I'd have to be somewhere where I'm not next to my phone. Like if I'm at the beach, or I'm like doing something in the water or the gym, something where because dude, this phone, like with Canva and all the apps and shit that you can like create shit with, it's just, I don't know, I'm like obsessed with it, man. I'm always like, doing stuff for the, for the site and for the clothing brand and stuff. So it's all good though. It's just, I was thinking about the other day though, is like, I'm like really stimulated like most of the day. Like I'm like, like, yeah, my brain is like fucking on fire most of the time.
Jerking off?
Yeah, man, whatever, times? All good,
That's what I miss about jet skiing the most, because like there's no access to any of that shit while you're jet skiing. Whether it's 30 minutes, an hour, it's like completely unplugged from the world.
Mm-hmm.
When you're on the lake or in the ocean. So
same thing with
hoping to get back there eventually.
Guitar music, dude.
Yep, guitar music.
That's
a good way.
Looking at my fucking phone.
That's great.
I have like 7 hours. He said last week a day average.
Christian said he has 7 hours of screen time a day average. Yeah, I'm sure that's average for all freaking
7 hours a day.
Yeah, that's kind of much.
That is not average.
That's like as much as your full-time job. Yeah, but no, like every time you like text me, you're making a graphic, or you're doing this, you're doing that. It's like the middle of the workday, and I'm like, aren't you like, shouldn't you be like servicing a freaking
how do you
air
get
conditioning unit somewhere? You can't talk if you don't have the mic, Chris. Nobody can. I mean, you can talk, but nobody can hear what you're saying
on the tape. Yeah, you wait till you get the mic.
Yeah, you got to get
the mic.
No
one can hear you. What do you mean you don't care if they hear you? That's the whole reason of doing a podcast.
What's wrong with this guy, Jess?
Aren't we humans having a conversation?
Yeah, we're humans having a conversation.
The people who are listening can only hear 2 out of 3 people.
What do you think about that, Chris?
Defeats the purpose.
Listen, man, we're out here having a conversation, and we got 2 mics. So if you ask me a question, I don't have a mic.
I'm reach your hand out for the mic.
No freaking way.
True.
Well, yeah. So I do a lot of I do commercials. So it's a lot of big maintenances, big PMs, preventative maintenances. So yeah. So I like literally right now the job we're on now, it's about like 3 weeks long, and like around 100 units. So basically, for those who don't know, to service an AC unit, you basically, depending on if it's got a belt or whatever, you open up the unit, swap the filters out, check the belt, check electric, check the drain line, do all your P's and Q's. But I mean, in between, you're not really like, the reason why it's so long is because you do a thorough job, but there's always time in between. Always. It's not like you're fucking, 24/7, especially on a big PM. It's very slow. Now, when I'm on, like, especially in the summertime or being on call and I'm doing like service calls, then yeah, I'm never on my phone. But it's
does your boss like tell you like make this job take you fucking 5 weeks when it should take
No, not at all. No, not at all. It's more just like, that's kind of like what this has all been set up before I even got there. So it's like, it's already been pre-discussed or figured out or whatever. And so yeah, it's like, it's a big PM. We're not killing ourselves, but we are doing a thorough job. So that's why we put that time there. But I mean, realistically, it's not like you're on a service call to where you're like, every hour is being charged to the customer, so you're really like having to you can't just sit there. And not only that, but you'll have like another service call behind that. So you're like, you know, you want to do a thorough job, but you also want to get to the next call. So everyone's different, you know what I'm saying, just like any other industry. But yeah, on the big PMs, I'm like on my phone a lot.
My mustache got really long.
Yeah, dude. You got rid of the freaking goatee almost. It's your beard's back.
I know, and I haven't cut like my mustache or anything.
Oh, so it's like a little bit longer?
It's like in my fucking mouth. And like even like when I eat now, like I'll be like, oh my god, it's in my mustache and shit.
Like, yeah, it's like tickling your fucking...
I have to, all day long, I'm like fingering my lips like to push it out of my mouth. It's fucked up.
Helena didn't like the just the goatee by itself, huh?
Oh no. No, I mean I look like a fucking rap fucking scallion.
No way, dude. You look freaking good. You should have freaking got a little bobber, you know what I'm saying? Look like you should be on the road.
That's exactly what I needed to do though, because I had felt like facially I needed to change it up. I had like the same beard for like a long time, over a year, you know, and then I'm like, let me just facially change this up.
You gotta switch it up.
I changed it up and I was like, why did I fucking do that? And now I want to keep the beard again for like another couple of years because I look like a fucking fool.
Yeah, but I think getting back to it, I think it probably will change though once Kelly graduates, because right now I kind of have that, I don't want to say opportunity, but it's like, you know, she's busy studying when I get off of work and we're like in the living room, but you know, I'm on my laptop or on my phone and she's studying. So it's like, and we'll have like Breaking Bad playing in the background, which this is our first, we're like fucking years. I don't know, when did it come out? Like 6-7 years ago?
Probably longer than that.
Longer than that. So we just started, like within the last 3 weeks, started watching. It's pretty good series. Pretty good series. But yeah, so I think once she graduates, it'll probably be different because it'll be more like, you know, when we're together, wanting to actually like be, you know, together, go out again.
Oh yeah.
Because we haven't like done any dates in like fucking since she started school. Really, I mean, on her breaks. But dude, I'm telling you, she's like fucking in it, bro. She's like, and right now it's the toughest part because now she's doing clinicals. Now she's got to do, you know what I'm saying? When she's not working full time, she has to do school full time and then study full time. So it's
how about this knowledge, dude?
Drop it.
Never stop treating your wife like your girlfriend.
It's very true. Very true. Got to keep flirting. Got to keep fucking dating.
Yeah, dude.
Unless she's
always trying to be impressing. Don't fucking be. That's why fucking wives start to like resent their husbands, because they just like don't care anymore, and then they're fucking.
Well, it's probably both too. It's not just wives. It's fucking husbands too. If the wife starts to drift off or like.
Well, yeah, but you always gotta try to keep it, you know.
Yeah, but it's a mutual thing. I mean, if the wife isn't.
It doesn't always have to. It can be mutual, but it could be one party that doesn't give a shit.
What? Well, but I'm saying, but I get what you're saying. But I'm saying like, it should be a mutual, like both wanting to be flirting, and you know, obviously if one starts to drift off, then you know you pick up the slack. But hopefully it doesn't last like that for too long.
Yeah,
I feel like that would definitely cause a resentment.
You gotta take the motherfucking initiative.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm super new to being a married man. You know what I'm saying? I'm only like about 3 weeks deep.
I'm pretty new myself.
Drewski's the only one over here that got a little bit of time under his belt over here, and with the baby. That's gotta be a whole different ball game. Drewski, what do you think?
Rough out there on the streets, dude.
Rough?
Yeah.
Rough. I mean, Jen would probably say that I don't listen and that she talks and I don't respond, you know.
Ooh.
Sometimes I need to get better at that. But yeah, I mean, dude, marriage is a two-way street, and it's you know, as much as people say it's supposed to just be enjoyable and easy, it still takes a lot of work, you know.
It's been great. It's been pretty easy.
They say
so
like
far.
It's supposed to be easy, you know, like it's supposed to be, you know.
That's why.
Like a relationship is supposed to just kind of like ebb and flow, you know, and it's not supposed to be a lot of work. But
yeah,
after time, it just, you know. Christian said he doesn't think it's ever going to be easy.
That's why I married Helena, because it's fucking been easy. And I've been in a lot of really uneasy relationships.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
I can't believe that I'm not going to be at the March 28th, 2020 event, dude. I can't believe that.
So I'm fucking your business manager.
I'm not going to be there, yeah. But on the plus side, I booked my very first wedding, which would be a dope portfolio piece, you know. We're going to shoot, Dennis was on episode 3, and then episode 52 for a year or something. But anyway, his aunt is getting married in Almirada, and me and Casey Murphy Visuals will be out there. Huh? Yeah, his aunt.
Dennis is getting remarried. I seen
but
Dennis
yeah, so-
at a Walgreens on Sunday.
Who?
Dennis?
Oh, nice. Yeah, y'all are like neighbors, kind of. But yeah, I've been booking gigs. Just trying to book as many gigs as possible on the weekend, you know. Make a couple extra $100 here and there. I got that wedding in March, and the next two or three weekends I got either video or photo gigs. So, you know, if you're out there and you're listening, you're in the South Florida area and you need some photography to promote your business, or if you want family pictures, or if you have a website and you need assets for it, I'm your guy. I'm your guy. Jesse, you've been hogging the mic, dude.
Nah, you can't take this mic.
Jesse, you've been hogging the mic, dude.
Yo,
What do you got to say about that, Chris?
How can people reach you though?
Well, it's funny you should ask. You could actually check out my website and my portfolio, which is going to be under construction soon by D Squared Media.
Yo.
But it's andrewnysz.com. That's ANDREWNYCZ. That's like New York City Zoo.com.
Damn.
And there's a contact form if you want to reach me, or Instagram, Nysz Designs.
Oh yeah, you got the new boy out.
Yeah, I'm doing a post a day for the month of February. Already missed one. Got a really cool shot in South Beach yesterday. I was just looking at my phone, actually looking at the post. Them 2 palm trees with that
Yeah, that
pathway
was
to the
good.
beach. Just like,
Yeah.
it's just so inviting. It's just like, come to the beach, you know?
Dude, well, we live in fucking paradise, man. It's sometimes hard to believe, like, because we're here.
It's not accessible enough as I
Yeah.
think it should be. That's the one thing that frustrates me about Florida, that there's all this beach and all this coastline. There's like so little spots to park and go to it.
Yeah.
Like if we want to go to the beach, you got to go to either Lake Worth Pier,
Mm-hmm.
which is a freaking mess,
Mm-hmm.
you know, or you got to go to the Boynton Inlet, which there's like 20 parking spots.
Yeah.
Or you can go to the $5 beach, which always fills up.
And it's not even, it's $10. I don't know why they call it $5 beach.
It's $5 in the off season. It's $5 if you're a local.
Okay.
If you're a Benny, it's $10. And then the next beach, think about the next beach is Delray, Atlantic
Delray.
Avenue, which
And
you
that's
you
even-
ain't getting parking
no,
then.
that's
Well,
even
Atlantic
worse.
Avenue. You know,
That's
it's
like
a cool
the
little
spot.
area.
Yeah. That's true.
But yeah, and then Space Turkey's gonna be down the end of the month.
Yeah.
We're gonna kick it. We're gonna make some freaking one wheel videos.
Yeah.
Boost up that YouTube presence a little bit.
Hell yeah. Yo, and we didn't even tell people what we're smoking tonight.
On this segment of what you smoking tonight. What am I smoking, Chris?
You got the Padroni.
What's the model though?
Imperial.
I'm smoking the Imperial Padron.
The Imperial.
Boy, it's like smoking a stick of butter. It's so smooth, you know. Jesse's got a mini Padron.
Yo, Jesse's smoking.
He's over
tonight.
there. He's got his roach clip out. He's smoking that thing to the grave.
We got a little boy over there.
And what you got? What you got, Chris?
I got my father. My first time smoking. I actually seen on Instagram the other day that the Twahe
they got you a little
page.
subliminal ad messaging.
Yeah, well, I follow the Twahe page. I don't know if they're like businesses are combined or owned or whatever, but yeah, it's a my father and it's the Judge.
Ooh.
So
And
this
what do you
is-
think? The
it's
spicy, full body, medium body?
It's a medium to full body. It's kind of a little bit more than medium, but it's not too strong still. So I kind of like this.
The only thing about this Padron, it's amazing. It's burning really fast.
Yeah.
Like I'm already like 2/3 done, and I wish there was like another hour left. You know?
Yeah. You know what's funny? I smoked with Scott, and this is the first time I kind of correlated to this or like put it together. But I was explaining to him because he don't really smoke, and I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, it's like coffee. Like the lighter, it's almost got like 3 different shades of
Yeah.
the wrapper. So it's like the light, it's like super cream or whatever, extra cream. Medium's like kind of like a
Yeah.
same as coffee. And then the dark is this almost no cream,
It's black.
black. Yeah. Checks
Black
out.
coffee.
Jesse over here is.
I smell it. Let me inhale it.
Jesse over here, he don't usually smoke. You know what I'm saying? But Jesse bought like 10 cigars for my wedding like 3 weeks ago.
Yo, check this out. So I was doing these photos for this guy yesterday, client through D Squared, and he had 4 buildings on this portfolio that he had did like years ago, and he needed to get pictures of them. The first one I get to, I'm like walking around the exterior of the building. I'm like not thinking everything of it. The guy, like, okay, he's like a developer or whatever. Like he you know, he knows he probably said that we were coming. Nobody knew I was there, and I get the owners of the building coming up to me on a golf cart. They're like, "What are you taking pictures of our building for?" Like they thought I was like trespassing, you know? Yeah. I was like, "Oh no, so it's X, Y, and Z. This guy, blah 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 blah." And they're like, "Oh, like we don't know who that is." And I'm like, "Oh, well, here's his website. You know, here's my card. And if there's any issues, just let me know." And I was done by that time anyway.
Yeah.
And then the next one I get to is in like a gated, not like a gated community, but there's like security everywhere, and there's nowhere to park in like a 2-mile radius.
Damn.
So I had to like, it was like tactical photography, you know? I basically had to park in like this loading zone, put my flashers on, run out my car with my camera ready to go, and like get as many pictures as I could, like in literally, I kid you not, like 3 minutes.
Damn.
I had to get all the pictures I needed of this building in like 3 minutes. And I was just like, how do people how do people expect, you know? And he's just like, just figure it out. And I'm just like, all right, you know, like sometimes you just have to be like, all right, here's the issue. What the fuck am I gonna do? Am I gonna be a little bitch and just be like, I couldn't get it done, or am I gonna figure out a way to do it? You know?
Yeah.
And that's problem solving 101. You know, sometimes you just gotta just figure it out.
Yeah, but I would definitely next time would be like, yo, you gotta meet me, or like give me a number for someone I can call when I get there, or like, I'm not trying to.
it was interesting though, because in my head I'm like, oh, you know what, like I'll just fucking give up, like just forget this, you know.
No, yeah, if you're there, definitely figure it out.
But like you're there, like you've already been paid.
Oh yeah.
And then it's like, okay, so fuck, I just gotta figure it out.
You get the money already.
So like I drove around for a little while, like trying to like, figure out like I could park like behind a dumpster. There was like literally nowhere to park. And it was like this, and it was like, it was in like Miami. So it's like in this high traffic, high police presence, high security presence. And I'm like, okay, the fuck do I do? But I figured it out. I got it done. They came out great. And, it's going to be an awesome finished project, but it's just interesting. Like when you face a problem, your immediate response is always just like, forget it. Are you guys like that? Or is it like, are you just like, do you immediately go into like, I'm going to figure this out mode?
I guess it depends. I mean, my job is pretty much that.
It's all figuring out problems.
Yeah. But I have resources. So yeah, I mean, my immediate reaction, if I like really don't know what's happening, especially on a unit, instead of kind of tinkering with it, I'll usually call someone.
Really?
Yeah. I'll call like, someone who's experienced, because there's one thing I did learn is like I have tried figuring it out by myself, and I can get to it, but it's like, do I want to spend an hour?
You save so much time.
Yeah. Do I want to spend an hour figuring it out, or can I just call someone and just go here, and it's like, oh, all right, 10 minutes.
Well, yeah, we kind of learned that in the rooms,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you don't be afraid to ask.
And like early recovery and shit, it's like like you can like bang your head against the wall and try to figure it out for like an hour, or you can just like make a 5-minute phone call.
Yep.
Somebody who knows what they're doing, and they can tell you how to do it real quick.
Yeah, but your situation is definitely different.
That's
obviously that's it's not really like a scenario that's kind of controlled like that. It's like you really do have to figure
unknown
it out.
Elements. Yeah.
I mean, or you could have. Did you try calling the guy?
Yeah, no answer.
So they didn't know who he was, and no answer. That's great.
Yep.
Damn. What if he was like using you for like just like to get some
like, oh, these people think I'm like a peeping Tom or some shit,
Hey, but if he pays, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a different
scenario.
It was
interesting.
Yeah.
But it's cool too. It's like cool to like be in the field, you know, like be out, because I'm all for like being in the office and getting shit done and like staying focused and working on the computer and stuff like that. But after so many hours, you're just like, man, I just want to like do something, just get out there, Yeah. And we all kind of have the same mindset that like you said, you're always creating things, and sometimes it's hard to do that when you're sitting behind a desk.
Yeah, I really don't think I could go back to that unless my job was like what you do.
Yeah.
I think like I would be fine with creating like sites and stuff like that because I'm sure there'd be aspects of it that kind of like get tedious, but
Yeah, that's any job.
Yeah, once you get past that like honeymoon phase and you're like,
Yep.
fuck.
Which is right about where I'm at. You know,
Yeah.
I'm about 6 months in.
Yeah.
So you're like, you kind of like fully get the hang of everything, and you kind of learn like, okay, I know that I'm gonna have to do this at some point, and it's gonna be a little tedious, but just have to do it and get through it to get to the part that's a little more enjoyable.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was fucking genius getting fucking photography and involved in what you guys offer. Now it's like you literally brought something.
Yeah, it's becoming more common,
different.
Like we're selling more and more of it,
Yeah.
which is awesome. So, I mean, Jesse, like, what do you get into a pickle at work? I mean, like, what do you do, dude?
I didn't even see Jesse put his hat over here. Jesse,
What do you do, dude?
I wish people could see.
No. Let's not talk about work. Okay. So, you're in Daytona, right? Your jet ski breaks down, right? What do you do, dude?
Well, it's different because I need help fixing jet skis, major shit. So that I rely on the community, the free ride community.
Joju
Frankel is
Shout
my
out.
Sherpa through
Sherpa.
my jet ski experience. Joju's great. Brian's
Jet ski.
great.
Yo, you fixed it? You fixed your jet ski already?
Yeah, I just had to put the gas tank back in. We water tested it probably Saturday morning. But yeah, it looks.
You riding out?
It's ready to roll.
Yeah, I got to fucking paint Saturday.
My whole job is just problems.
Yeah.
That's all I do, and I'm like.
Well, your customer
but I can't
service, yeah.
Well, it's not even customer. It's more like, well, I deal with customer service, but like the main thing is like the logistics and executing our delivery schedule.
Yeah.
Which is fucked up constantly.
Yeah, and you got a new job lead, no?
A new job lead?
Yeah.
No.
Didn't get a new job lead?
No. What the fuck are you talking about?
No job lead.
No.
Yeah, it's gotta be tough though. I mean, because you're dispatching, and I can imagine because like we got to deal with dispatchers too. So I would be more on the side of like the drivers. I know the drivers probably.
Yeah, so you have problems with the fucking drivers, with the fucking production plants, like can fucking break down, and then you weren't. Shit happens all day. You weren't planning for. Like a job needs twice as much as what they were scheduled for, and you can't fucking start the next job till you finish the first one, or fucking. It's just all shit like that all day. But we just gotta figure it out. But what Drew said, I remember with what you said, it's kind of true too. Is like, I have a team. We talk it over as a fucking group to find a solution, bounce ideas off each other. I mean, I'm not like a fucking iron fist. Like, this is how we fucking deal with every fucking issue. We take everything as it comes, and we fucking talk it over as a group.
Do you ever think like what would happen if I just like stabbed this person?
Yeah.
Like,
I love stabbing fucking people, dude.
have you ever stabbed anyone?
Yeah.
It'd be weird to like stick a knife into someone, It's like cringy, right?
Nah,
No,
I
but, like-
love to fucking stab.
But like, you ever just want to like, just fuck it and just like go like, just do some crazy shit, like I don't
Kill?
know, go sell drugs or something instead of working a regular
What?
job?
No.
No.
Too much
I've been,
risk.
I've been watching
dude.
too much Breaking Bad, I think.
No, it's like when you.
Because think about Walt. Think about Walter White.
Yeah, but think about how crazy he was over all the shit that happens. Like, if that was like think about now. Like, you come home and you just fucking. Even if you have a bad day, it's like, I did everything I could today, and I fucking lived an honest fucking life, and I'm, one more day working towards making a fucking honest living.
Yeah.
Doing shady shit makes you feel fucking shady.
Yeah, but
You know what I mean?
his
Like-
situation was different, though. I will say that. Like, I definitely wouldn't now. But I'm saying his situation, he was like, he had cancer and it's expensive. So it's like, yeah, you're almost like up against the wall, and that's a whole different ballgame. And you're possibly not going to live long anyways, possibly with cancer. So I mean that would, I don't know what I would think at that point. You know, that'd be like a whole. I don't really have my back against the wall like that. I'm making a lot of extra moves for sure right now with like side work and stuff like that. But
yeah, but that wasn't the question, dude. He didn't say, "What if you had cancer?" And
right, but I'm saying he asked.
He just said, "Do you ever just want to like sell drugs?"
Correct, and then he brought up Breaking Bad. So that's, you know,
no, not the question.
He was that's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, I'm sure certain circumstances.
I'm just saying, like, instead of like going to work every day, like, y'all ever just want to like, I don't know, just fucking lose your bananas, you know?
I'd like to be like
go live on the side of a mountain or something.
International assassin or.
Yeah. Like okay, maybe I don't know, dude. Like, maybe I watch too many Netflix shows. Like, sometimes I just think, like, life is boring sometimes, and it's like, maybe I should just go join the mob or something, you know?
Drew, guess what's coming out, dude?
What?
Altered Carbon season 2.
I love that show.
I loved that show.
Could you imagine if like you were able to live in someone else's body?
That concept of that show, of all futuristic type show scenarios,
so it's basically
is actually genius. I love that.
Yeah, it's a great concept. So basically, like, the long and short of it is, in the future, you have a stack, which is like your brain and your soul and your spirit and everything like that. It's in the back of your neck, and you could change that and you could put it into another body.
So, like, if you die and the back of your neck is not
as long as your head
compromised or
didn't get blown
destroyed,
off. Yeah,
they can take the stack out. It's like a chip they put into a body, and bodies they call sleeves. So you just get uploaded into another sleeve.
Yep. And you're good. You can live on.
And like, but in that show, like, the rich people can afford
whatever
to, like,
sleeve
live
they want
forever. The fucking poor people, you know.
Oh, and isn't there different? Is it different planets or different, like? It's like you have to like fly up into the sky to get to the green, lush, healthy, clean part of life.
Yeah,
and down below where like all the poor people are. It's like Japan, like the city. Like, people are living on top of one another, and there's just like people everywhere and shit. You should watch the first season. It's really cool.
First season was awesome. The only thing I don't like about the new season, it doesn't have that same guy in it. It's the same character, but he's in a new sleeve. Something about a killer.
Well, that's kind of
Joel Kinnaman.
That's kind of like the movie too, the Timeless one with Justin Timberlake, right? Where they have like a certain amount of time, and like the rich people can buy more time, but the poor people can't afford it. That movie was good. Is it like that?
Yeah. But the cars, they also float and shit, so it's like, it's cool. It's futuristic.
Yeah, visually it's awesome. It's one of the best Netflix shows ever.
I think too that's like another bad, like, that's like why our like culture is just so consumed with looking at other people's lives and like looking at other people's everyone else's situation but your own. So it's like you can't help but think like, damn, like, I just wish like it was swapped and I was in that world, you know?
Yeah.
Like, Jesse, imagine if you were like the guitarist for Metallica. I wish I was Nick Cannon in Drumline. You know?
Black?
Yeah. That long thing. That long stick.
That'd be a big change for you. You're white as hell.
I'm freaking lanky and white.
What about Nick Cannon Wild and Out?
Maybe I should just be Nick Cannon.
What about Nick Cannon, who wears a turban and got kicked off of America's Got Talent because he wanted to wear a turban?
I didn't see that
on the show. That's real life. That happened to him. They fired him because he spoke out against the network because they didn't want him to wear his turban because he's a motherfucking Muslim.
Yeah, that would be crazy. But I mean, it's like what you were saying about, you know, seeing other people like social media. I think it's just the kind of, it's still really early in social media, so it's like, I think that's just kind of naturally what we're gonna get in the beginning of it. But there's like fucking now that kids now that like younger kids are getting access to the internet, like, 11, 10, some people think it's bad, but it's like, dude, you got fucking super geniuses. Like, I think last year an 11-year-old hacked essentially like a replica of like our democracy, how we do it, like on it's all electric, right? So when you go to vote, it's done electrically. So she figured out a way to hack a replica of that to basically show that it's like, not only is it possible, but it's like, an 11-year-old did it. So, that's kind of like obviously it's like it brings up two different issues, but yeah, we're still early in social media. So I think that's kind of naturally going to be something that people are, having to go through, is like you see the best of pretty much, because no one's going to really see. The thing is, like, people are always complain like, oh, social media is just people are posting highlight reels. But it's like, if you post anything besides that, like, sob story, or like you're going through something, then it's like you get kind of like bashed for being a complainer and like fucking, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's kind of a lose-lose. You can't really, so when you post something, you can't really do it for any reason besides that's just your life, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's at least how I view it, is like when I post something, I'm fucking grateful and excited for whatever the fuck I'm posting. Or sometimes I'll post some, a meme or something kind of more light, but yeah, it's still very early, but I think it's like it's only gonna get, in my view, is only gonna get more exciting, because it's like, there's fucking, our phone has access to shit that not even the president had access to. So Drew said it's not really too early, but think about it in the grand spectrum of thing, like grand spectrum of things in terms of like culture. It's fucking early, dude. Like, it's, because think about it, like 10, 15 years from now, I think 10, 15 years from now, when like shit really gets more advanced, I think that's when it'll be kind of more like middle. I think, honestly, I still think we're very early, because we're still the first generation. Like, so I had a computer. We had one computer in the house when I was like early high school. I think my ninth grade, I think. So, we're still the first generation to kind of get access to it. And now it's like the next generation is getting access to it even earlier. Not only just one computer, but in their pocket 24/7.
Yeah. And there's also another, like, we're millennials, right?
Yeah.
And then you have, like, what is it, Gen X?
Gen X, yeah.
Which are like Gen Z or Gen X or whatever.
Gen X, and then Gen Z is the next one after them.
Yeah. So, like, the Gen Xers, like they think we're old.
Yeah.
And like we were like raised on social media and shit.
Yeah, MySpace.
Like, yeah. Like when we were in like, late high school, early college years, like that's when the social media stuff was like blooming.
Beating off the dial-up. Kids will never know what that was like. Waiting for an image to upload. Freaking bar by bar.
Not even that, dude, but freaking nudie mags, bro.
You couldn't even freaking watch a vid because it would take too long to freaking download on dial-up.
Yeah, but imagine nudie mags. Like, kids wouldn't even like fathom having to like look through a fucking page. It's like,
you ever beat off the dial-up?
Me? No, I've actually never ever done that.
He's never beat it off.
I've never touched my own peckerhead.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So there's this dude that, have you all ever heard of Sam Kolder?
No.
No. Look him up on your computer real quick.
Sam Kolder?
He's a filmmaker, but he does like travel stuff, like the latest video that he made, and all of his stuff, he's like sponsored by brands and stuff. So he basically,
how do you spell his last name?
Kolder. So he like, I think really why I'm like drawn to his stuff is because like his filmmaking is really amazing. But he just like his latest video was like Taiwan. He was in Taiwan and shit, and he's like, he flies the FPV drones and he does like backflips off of mountains into like waterfalls and shit, just like really epic shit,
Oh shit, yeah.
And that is just, to me, it's just so, it's amazing.
But see, this is
that you can live a life like that.
Yeah, but this is another testament to the internet. Right here on his page it says, before fame, he was uploading video content to his quote unquote cold YouTube channel as early as May 2011. Like a lot of these people started off just literally doing a film, whether it might have been shitty, but like,
Yeah.
dude, like you can.
Well, you know that Chainsmoker song, like one of the big first songs, something like this or whatever, some shit like that.
Yeah.
He did the video for that and like
Oh,
blew
I
up
have
like
heard about
crazy.
this guy.
Yeah, like the video has the text drawn on it, like the scribbly text.
I think you played me a video of his
Probably.
in
Yeah.
Juice Bar one day.
Yeah. It's just like shit like that. It's like, but yeah, I mean, it's like, what is his life like in between the lines? Like nobody really knows.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Interesting, man. It's definitely.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of his shit is just like traveling. And I guess maybe that's just that's what appeals to me. Like I think it'd be really cool to have brand deals with big brands and travel and make videos for those brands and integrate your lifestyle content into it. And just everything is filmmaking and photography and shit. It's just really fucking cool to me, I think.
Yeah, but I mean, you could fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? Still, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You essentially are doing that. Not the traveling part yet, but I mean, it's probably not too far fetched to think that's.
You know what is kind of like I kick myself for? Like, I went to like some really cool places, but like wasn't into like videography as much as I was. Like we went to St. John's, which was amazing. Like kind of made a sick video there.
Yeah.
Jamaica, we went there. I made a little video in Jamaica, but we just been to a lot of cool places. But now anywhere I go, I'm gonna make a video. Yeah, that video you made for the promo for the event, man. That shit's still. It's like. Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah, it's.
We're sharpening them teeth.
Yeah,
boy.
well, you're getting more equipment, which helps out. It's like, that's a big part of it too. But it's it's experience. It's doing it over and over again.
Yeah.
Swapping, experimenting, and stuff like that.
I just really want to be a freaking YouTuber, guys.
You have everything you need.
Just want to be a YouTuber.
You got everything you need, brother.
You're right. But Jesse said, there's just not enough time, People are just lazy, though,
Yeah, make time. But yeah, yours are different because you got a, got a little baby.
Little Layla. She's snoozing right now. She's having a tough week. It's her first week at school.
Oh, yeah.
I got to show you guys. This is funny. They have this app, and usually, like 90% of the time, it doesn't work. But basically, the teachers, like, they, like, update the app on, like when they do something, like, like, they're on the playground, and they take a picture.
Oh,
and they put it into the app, and then it pings your phone. Like, you get a notification.
Social media, dude.
Exactly.
That's pretty sick, though.
Yeah.
If it works.
Yeah, but like this is the app, and then
showing well.
And then like this is what happens. Just nothing. But
is it
trying
new?
To see. No. It's not new. It just doesn't work. But anyway, they'll put up little pictures, and like there was a picture of like her in like her little thing before she was taking a nap, and it almost looked like she was in baby jail. And like they're like uploading pictures so you can see what your kid's doing, and it's just funny. Technology, it doesn't work, but damn, I wish I could show you guys.
When it works though.
Yeah.
Plus you gotta start somewhere too. It's like a lot of shit didn't work at first, and then their next model.
Well, I mean, it's like a big chain place. I mean, it's called The Learning Experience, and they have like locations all over the place. So it's
okay.
Dude, like an app costs like $50,000.
Yeah.
Minimum. So.
And that's not really an app that they can really. I mean, they monetize, but they probably use the money that they get from.
It's like a selling point for people. Like, hey, like you put your kid here, you don't have to worry about it. Like, we're gonna upload pictures of your kid every day, and then like, they're like, oh great, and then you sign your kid up, and then like the app doesn't work, so you don't know what's going on.
Damn. Yeah, that's a genius
fellas,
idea.
We're an hour deep.
Let's wrap it up.
So, that fresh beat you just heard was brought to you by DJ Afrin. We out here. We getting them pumps. Relieving that congestion. At the door, don't even think about nasal drip, because we got you. Is there a charge for the podcast? People pay for this, right, Chris?
Absolutely not. Completely free.
Jesse wants to know how many downloads. I don't know.
I don't know either.
technically there's no charge for the podcast, but there is a charge. If you made it this far in the podcast, we appreciate you. What you need to do is scroll over to that iTunes and leave us a little rating, because it helps us grow in search categories.
Hook us up.
We're basically branded in the category of self-help. They changed a lot of the categories. I had to update that, but because we're all about becoming the best version of yourself. Each week we're out here trying to improve, and some things that we talk about may help you. Most of them probably won't, because Jesse just wants to talk about dial-up internet. But if you could share the podcast with a friend, leave a rating, we'd appreciate that. If you made it this far, we love you. We support you. We want to, if you're listening and you made it this far, we want to have you on the show.
Yo.
We want you on the podcast. We need to know why you're listening. To keep this train chugging and going. Thanks everyone for listening, and we'll see you next week.